think we are having some audio fun today. Looks like something's going out where it shouldn't be going out. There we go. That should have killed at least the music. I think the music might be reverbing because I've got the video app running in the background. Let's just try that again. No, the music is coming back out through the microphone channel. Yay! Wonder where that's getting bounced through. That's going to be a good start to it if we're looping audio on itself. Well, then again, maybe it's not. You know, I'm just going to pop the music on hold for the moment while we work out where things might be going wrong. Yeah, that's weird because the music channel shouldn't actually be outputting on the microphone channel. But the easiest solution to that is that we go, where's my microphone? Here we go. We change that one there. And I think that's solved it. I'm not sure. Well, we'll keep playing around with this throughout the stream. This is the problem with when you're doing audio-based streaming is trying to work out where all your audio is going and coming from, and flipping around. And I think that every single time I have a problem with this. So that's probably saying something about the level of complexity that I've decided that I need to have in my audio setup. But, well, it's been a couple of weeks since I have been streaming, so I'm trying to remember precisely where we were up to with our video conferencing application, and we're going to keep kicking on with that today and seeing what new things we can add to it and where we can get going. So I've got it all set up and running. There's nothing more exciting than watching me actually click around through starting all the various web applications and whatnot. But we will have a look. Okay, so we've got our start and join, depending on whether you're trying to connect to an existing call or the call itself, like you're trying to start a new one. Yeah, we've got it there. Let's see. Cool. We get some audio devices, and let's open up the DevTools just on the side there, just in case. There's a good chance that we're going to have lots of errors as we continue on. We always seem to, so we may as well start there. And that's right. We are we'll use the XSplit camera, which is the one over on my side. Hello over there. And let's see about let's go this microphone, because while it's connected, it's only a lapel mic, so I don't actually have that on me, so it should be less likely to actually pick up the audio, just like the ambient audio as I'm talking, so less likely to have that bouncing back through. Okay, well, there we go. There's our call started. Hopefully we're getting video stream. There we go. Okay, cool. So we're getting our video stream, and we'll create a new browser window onto the side. Actually, I'll pop this one onto the other window. We'll leave it there for the second so we can connect in. We'll also use the lapel mic to join the call. We need to fix that position of that button. I don't like that it's popping over there. I want it to sit underneath the drop down. Now we'll kick it off to the side, and excellent. We're connecting. There we go. Cool. We've got two calls side by side. Now, I did actually do a bit of stuff to try and make it easier for me to test with more machines. Ooh, it resized the video. It's obviously to do with the buffering and stuff like that. How delayed is it? Oh, it's not too delayed. And we're going to pull this across to another laptop that I've got on the desk next to me. And let's join it. So we can join from another machine with an entirely different camera. So hopefully it won't be too bad. And that should also work. And we'll just call this Book 2 because it's my Surface Book 2. We'll use the front camera there. And actually, I'm just going to start something on it. Because I want it to kind of... I don't want the audio because then like we're already getting audio looping back from the two versions of myself that are on screen. I want to also... I don't want to add yet more. So we're going to do that, which is going to push it to a null output. Join. Now, if everything goes correctly, we should get a third window joins. I'm going to say excellent. There is the... And there's my other machine. Yeah, look at that. And I'm noticing myself on camera. I got a bit sunburnt on the weekend. I was away with some friends down the coast. And it wasn't supposed to be sunny. And I didn't realize that it was kind of as warm as it was until we'd been out in the sun for too long, which means that I now have, well, precisely what it looks like, a lovely shiny red forehead. Isn't that awesome? Let's turn the brightness down on the light. Or make it a little bit cooler. There we go. Well, this is lessons learned is that it is already coming into summer, and I need to remember that to be sun smart. Make sure we keep the kids sun smart, but of course, I don't listen to my own advice to them. Great. We have our call going. It's obviously a three-way call with myself. But what I want to do today is I want to add to where I've got this header sort of placeholder up the top. I want to add some controls so that we can disconnect from the call. Like, so you leave the call. You can also mute and unmute yourself, because if we can do all of that, then, well, that's going to be pretty much, I think, what we want to target for the moment in this application. So let's start off by jumping back over to the code and have a look. So I between streams, I did actually do a little bit of work to fix the layout here, so that we get the kind of side-by-side stuff. I'll just kind of go through some of the things that we've got working here to do side-by-side. Also, you might notice this little green cursor that pops around. The way that I've got the other laptop connected is I'm actually using Visual Studio Live Share to do that. So I'm using Live Share to share between computers in my own house, because I'm running this on localhost and I'm running this in WSL, so I need some way to expose out the the web endpoints that the application itself is running on, because they're like, if a web server that's running on WSL2 isn't available to anyone else, unless probably set up some Windows firewall rules or something like that, or some. I'm not quite sure, because it's technically on a different subnet, so yeah, I'm not sure how you do it. But anyway, the easiest trick around that is Live Share. So I've just got a Live Share session going here, and then I've just shared all the servers out of it. So inside of my terminal, I've got the web application running. I have the API backend running. I have, let's go and rename the last one. We want terminal rename. No, not the API one. I want term 3. Terminal rename, and that will be emulator. And then term 4. That one we will just call Git, because that's what I'm just using to commit to Git. Yeah. But that's how we can do. So that's how I've got it all running here. So they're all exposed on different ports, which which LiveShare is detected and immediately forwarded across, except for with the emulator. It actually starts a web server on port 4242, which is mocking out the API calls. So this is not the API calls, the authentication calls. So when I go to the network, there's a call to like /.auth/me that will get the current logged in user. But then also when we do a login as that user, it's going to bounce you around through a couple of endpoints, and they're all at like localhost 4242. So I had to explicitly share that one in LiveShare, so that the other machine was able to track those, because they weren't explicitly detected. And I didn't realize that you could do this, but in LiveShare, you can click just add a TCP port to share over LiveShare. So if you're actually running this, so like you're not using the built-in terminal in VS Code, instead you're just running like the Windows terminal application, or if you're on another operating system, you've just got like a terminal application running there, and you've got a process running that you want to forward the port via. You can do that just by exposing, just by adding it to LiveShare, which I think is really cool. Actually, I'll just show you how that works. We've got time to kill. So if I come into the application, here we go, and we'll do FNM. Actually, I'll just run it inside of the terminal. Let's go remove port 8080, because that one's actually not currently running. So close the terminal down. Now, if I was to go npm run emulator, so we'll start the emulator. So that's all going to start up. Oops, oh, that wasn't what I wanted. So here we go. So you'll see that it's now listening on this port here, which is the authentication API backends. And then there's a couple of errors because it's tried to start. Actually, let me fix those errors. Package. I've been working with Sim, who's been building the emulator, and we've got some stuff coming out soon for it. It's not published yet, so I'm still using quite an old version of the emulator relative to the changes. This should be use app though, not app and API URL. I use app and use API. And let's close this out. npm run an emulator. Does the version I have is the version I'm running not supporting use app? npx swa help. Oh no, the version I've got doesn't have that in there. That's very annoying. Okay, well, I am on like a very outdated version. I should fix that. That port we don't want exposed. Now let's just see, what do we have running? Okay, cool. So nothing is still. So these are the ports that I've got started. The emulator did have some bugs in some now outdated versions of it, where it didn't actually terminate the processes that were running behind the scenes properly. So I just thought I'd do a netstat just to check, but we can see that it's got those two, the two that should be running, which is my API backend and the web UI. So we don't need that. Okay, npm run emulator. Unfortunately, yes, we do have to run it like that. Okay. So there we go. Okay, that's all up and running. So now the emulator is back started. If we come back, I'm not sure if LiveShare is going to automatically detect that I've got two new web servers running within it, but we can go share 8080. And we will hit share 4242. So now we can add additional servers to be shared out over our live share instance to anyone else that is connected and wants to consume it, which is nifty. I didn't know that until earlier today. Okay, and yeah, there we go. There's my other connected user. Now, the changes I've done is predominantly inside of the call.tsx, which is the page that you land on when you connect into a call. I've created this function that will determine the ID of the remote participant that's added to a call. This is actually some code that I got out of the sample application. And this is the recommended way that you try and identify that user. So a user can have a display name set to them, but if they don't set display name, you want to fall back to the name, some sort of identifier for them. And a remote participant can be connected in one of four ways. They can be a communication user, they can be a calling application. So that would be something like, so a communication user is someone that has logged in through, I love it. It's an Azure Communication user. Of course it is. But this is someone that's come in via Azure Communication Services. So the way that we are connecting. So our users should be communication users. We then calling applications. So if this is something that's been joined in, I think that's like room devices that have connected to a call. So like if you had like a Teams device that was connected to a call, that's what they would be represented as, a calling application. Maybe it's chatbots. I don't know. Unknown identifier. So it doesn't actually know how this user has come to be. It's just like, that I guess is a placeholder there for if you're using an outdated version of the SDK and they've added new ways to connect in. And then finally a phone number. If you're supporting PSTN dial in to a call, which I don't think we're supporting at the moment in the code base, but it's the kind of thing you could add to it. And then we just go, there's functions provided from the Azure Communication Services library, is calling, is communication, is phone number. So we just check all of those and then return the appropriate identifier from that subtype. Or we fall back to, it's an unknown identifier, so we just use that. I've added a bit more state to the application, grid columns and grid rows. And this is so that we can do this kind of like the grid layout that we've got appearing in our application. Originally, we were displaying the video control for the current user and then just an array below of all the additional users that have connected into the call. Now, that is, I mean, that's fine and that works well enough, but it's not an ideal experience. So what I'm now doing is creating a array of video streams, which is going to be the ID for the connected user, the ID for the participant, the ID, the name of the participant, and what their stream type is. So it's a local or remote video stream, and then we just create an array out of the current local streams and the remote participant streams. We'll just connect all of those together, produce out a single array, try and work out how many rows and columns that we're going to need based off of that using a little bit of code that's up above. And finally, create our stack that is going to display everything into our grid as we so require. And then just some inline CSS to do the grid positioning, because we won't know that until this runs. It also means that as more and more people added to a call, the grid will reflow to support that. I think at the moment, Communication Services supports up to like 50 connected video calls or something like that. We can have a look at the docs in. I also pulled out the video control, the thing that displays the active video process. That's now into its own component called video display that I just have inside of the components there. Okay, so we want to add some controls into the header of this, which allows you to connect or disconnect from a call. Toggle the mic state on and off for the user. Toggle the camera state on and off for yourself. And maybe even support adding, removing devices. Sorry, swapping the device that you're connected with. So changing the camera and stuff like that. I do have the virtual camera running on my other machine. On my OBS instance, so we'll be able to toggle one of these users back and forth between what they actually are showing. So let's create a component, and we will call this a call controls, and import React from React, and call controls will be nothing at the moment. Return null, export default call controls. Actually, no, we'll just output h1 call controls so that we know that it's outputting TSX, and come back to the call. Instead of our header, we are going to have call controls. Oh, it didn't do the auto import for me. There we go. Import that one. Now, thing that's going to be interested to test is this window here is the one that established the call. So if I reload this window, is it going to terminate the call for everyone else? We'll find out. Yep. We'll join back in. Maybe it will rejoin the call. Yes, excellent. It is rejoining the call. It is not establishing a brand new call or like terminating the call elsewhere. Going back to my other machine. There we go. Making sure it's still working. It is. Interesting. I wish I had have named these differently. So I know that the top left is always going to be the current user because they are the first one added to the array, so it's always the first one rendered out. So yeah, first video stream is always going to be your remotely connected user. Oh, sorry, your locally connected user. Everything after that is your remote user. And there are our call controls. The other reason why I've got two windows open is that a call is considered open as long as there are at least two people within it. So if I was to only have two people in the call and one of them reload the browser to test some component changes, it actually then kills the call, which is a little bit annoying. There we go. Okay, so we are going to go to call controls, and we might use a stack for this. Stack. There we go. And we'll need to import the stack from there, and this will just be a horizontal stack. So that's going to push everything across, and then we'll have a buttons. How did we do buttons? Let's start with maybe the toggle camera on and off button. Okay, so let's come into our camera picker. Is that where I had no, I didn't have the toggle off. That must only be within inside of the connect screen. No, primary user call settings. That's it. I haven't been in this code base for a while, so I can't remember where everything is. Okay, toggle camera. So it's just a toggle control like this. We'll do that. Pop that over here. Where did my call controls go? There we go. And naturally, it's going to not be happy because it doesn't know what set camera enable and set current camera. Set current camera. We haven't got that functionality, and then we are going to need checked is camera enabled. So we're const camera enabled, set camera enabled, which will just be use state true. Now, I don't think we'll clear out, we need to import use state. I don't think we'll actually clear out the camera. We'll just hide and show, like essentially just hide and show that control. Because it'll be inefficient to like fully disconnect the camera, because if we go into video display, so what it could be is that we would we could update this so that if you don't have an active video feed, it will then dispose of the renderer, and so on and so forth. But I get the feeling that might be a little bit of an overkill, and also then renderer needs to go into state. I think we'll just have something on the active call context, so the active call that indicates whether or not the camera is enabled. Actually, I wonder if that is on the call. No, not there. Let's go to call and let's see. Now, how do we actually toggle video on and off? That's all the events. Okay, so start video and stop video. I wonder, But is there something that indicates, like, call state? No. Maybe that's how you toggle the video, is by starting and stopping the video. Start sending a video stream. Maybe. I wonder what that does. Actually, let's have a look at. So this is the reference application that I've been provided by the ACS team, that I've been having a dig around through as well, to just kind of understand how some of the stuff works. And they have media controls, screen sharing, mute, camera disabled. Here we go. Okay, so on click, it's going to do camera on click. Which, then we've got to go up to the parent of this. Oh, that's annoying. They just export default, so you can't go to the parent. But that is going to be in group call, because I have dug around this a few times. I know where everything is. So where is it? The command panel. No. Where was the camera? On camera change. On camera change. Well, we can find the reference to that in header. Here we go. Handle local video off. Okay, so it is actually stop video. So we do call stop video, and we have to set the local video stream to undefined, and then so there's going to be, I'm assuming, a handle video on. Camera change. Sorry, handle video on off. That's what it's doing. If there is a local video stream, then we will stop the video stream. We'll set it. Otherwise, we'll use the current device, create the video stream, set the local video stream, and then start video. Okay. I wish there was just like a start, stop. We could kind of do it by just like kind of. Oh no, that would only. I think you could just toggle it from like local state and just have like local state that's tracking when you toggle things on and off. But you wouldn't actually be able to do that in practicality, because you need to be able to send a notification to all of the remote participants that that camera is turned off, so that they're then going to hide the video feed. Otherwise, you might end up with just like a frozen shot of yourself on video, which we wouldn't want. So it will be what are we going to be setting? So we've got the call, and then so I was thinking that we just set the current camera to null, but that results in a less ideal user experience, because if we were to set the current camera to null, when you turn the camera back on, you are going to need to do you would need to prompt the user to work out what camera that they want, or you would need to have something else that's tracking this is the camera they've selected, which is not ideal. So let's just have a look at how this works again. Okay, so we have the call agent joins with the new local video stream, but that's because video options needed an array. Interesting. How did they do call agent.join? Call agent.join. Oh, of course, indirection. Join call. Interesting. When it when they join the call, they don't actually provide it with the video stream. So when we establish our call at the moment, we provide it with the video call options. But if we have a look at this demo application, it doesn't provide the video options. Instead, I'm going to assume that we've got call.startVideo. So handle device on and off, and then okay, so when the call has local video streams and there is a local video stream, oh no, sorry, when there aren't video streams for the call, that could actually be a smarter way to do it. So instead of establishing the call with the connected video, maybe let's have a look at how that works, or see if that actually makes any change. We will worry about the fact that that doesn't actually, the toggle button's not doing anything a little bit. So we will establish the video stream, but we don't actually need to track the local video streams because we get those off the call itself. Maybe we will still track it. No, I think we'll leave that there. So just trying to work out, like, if we move that off, like, what value does it give us if we move it off? It doesn't really give us any value. Instead, we will just kind of zero out the array of local video streams so that we don't have them anymore. And yeah, we'll kind of see what happens. So we are going to need to have set local video streams out as a effect. This will be let's grab the call context. Const call equals use active call context. So, didn't import that. Whoops. Call dot local dot local video streams. Actually, we're gonna go if there's no call, we'll just return null, because this component should never exist if there isn't a call, and if it somehow gets used that way, it's just going to null out. Console log. I'm interested to see what call.local video streams is when we toggle desktop, just so I know who this is. Join the call. Okay. Clear that out. Okay, so all right, so it does only have one, which is good. We really only want to have one in there. User messages. Nope. We could cherry pick that one out, or we could just go like stop all. Hang on a sec. Local video stream header.tsx. Wrong header.tsx. Wait, no, that's not what I called it. I called it call controls. Call controls. Okay, let's toggle. Come on. That's why are you not setting a breakpoint on that? Okay, we'll reload, reattach the thing, and hopefully that starts the breakpoint. Okay. No. So now it's disappeared. Like now it's deactivated by, so the fact that that's grey indicates that this line of code is not going to get hit because there's no debugger attached that has loaded that line of code, which does make sense. Yes, there's a source map detected. I'm aware of that. Let's go console.log. There we go. I just had source map. No. Ooh, I didn't know you could do that. Ultimately I wanted to know what was the properties of the local video stream. That's fine. We'll just dig through here. Get source, get media, and switch source. Stream type. Video or screen sharing. Haha, that's what I was looking for. So what I'm thinking here is we go for const local video stream of the call.local video streams if lvs.get stream type equals video. So it's not a screen sharing because we're deactivating the video source, not the. We're probably going to need to. We're probably going to need to do something around, like if we add screen sharing. We'll contemplate adding screen sharing, and then the way that we're currently rendering out the videos, we're going to need to do that slightly differently if it's a video versus a screen share. So we'll do call now. We'll do call dot stop video LVS. We'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. So let's clear out our messages. Let's just go to our info messages. Actually, no, we're going to need to go to all of them just in case it's something internal. Ooh, there we go. We did remove from the call. Here we go. So this is the other one. So this is one I haven't reloaded. And if we have a look, you will see that the video for the desktop account has frozen. So I would say that if we came and dug into the component stack, this video stream isn't available. So we need to be able to. So we need to be checking is available, and if it's not available, we probably should put some placeholder image up there, which I don't actually have a placeholder image in the code base. So maybe we'll just do like a. I mean, we can just use that icon control. But yeah, so the video isn't available, but it's attempting to render it out. If we were to pull this out here, yeah, you'll still see that there is a video like attempting to play, which is not ideal. Now, if we enable the camera again, we should be, well, I haven't implemented the control to implement the camera. If it's not checked, then we'll go through them. Else, so if it is checked, we will need to get the current camera and create a video stream. Yeah, so const current camera from the user call settings context, and then we will do call.start video with a new local video stream. Oops, forgot to close Outlook. Apparently I have a meeting that I'm about to start. Well, that's fun. Guess I'm not going to be hitting that meeting. Current camera. Else, if there is a current camera, then yeah. Again, I don't have the best error handling in place here, but because if you've tried to start it but there isn't a current camera selected, then it should maybe present you with the list of cameras. Yeah. Back to desktop. Join the call. There is our desktop. We'll see they popping up. I'm just waiting for it to pop up on all the remote participants as well. Let's see that maybe it hasn't come through as on the remote participants yet. Oh, I wonder if it's actually had a bit of an issue. because I think we might have tried to add that user multiple times. So we can see here that it's attempted to, but it hasn't been able to. So look at video display, which is going to be this fellow down here. It is available. Let's type video. But something's happened that's resulted in it. Like the video itself has never come through. No, so that only happens when it's toggled. Okay, well, let's just, oh wait, no, sorry, the video has come through. Just a delay, it seems. Okay, so let's toggle it off. The remote video feed has frozen. Toggle it back on. I am moving here. We'll give it a little bit longer to see if it's going to come through. And see if it's going to restart that remote participant video stream. Still not bringing anything through. Disappointing. It's going to pop into quick look. So that video, yeah, let's have a look. The video element is there. The stream is listed as available. I wonder if because it's not being available, it destroyed the video renderer component that we had kind of broke, and that hasn't come back. So looks like, oh wait, ooh, the camera changed, like for a frame. It did something for a frame. It is coming through, but it's coming through very patchily. Maybe I'm going to reload on my other machine, because I might be overloading it trying to run the same camera multiple times on the one machine. So let's fire up our Book 2. Let's go Book 2, connect the front camera, join the call. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Book 2 is now back, and I will be able to stop the video there, and we can see that it's frozen, and that was a great frame to freeze myself on. If we pop that back in, there we go. Oh, look at that. We can start and stop video. Yeah. That's a lot of me waving hands. I think that the reason that the other window is kind of paused a little is just due to running too much stuff in a single machine using the same camera and so on and so forth. So excellent. So that's how we can implement like hide and show video. We on the call, we just request that we stop the video or we start the video. Easy enough. And let's commit that in then. Adding the ability to turn off one's video. Now, what we're still going to want to do is have a way that we can or what we're lacking still is we're not hiding out the or disconnecting the video from our remote participant. So if I stop on the Surface Book 2 again, and then come back to here. So that video is there and it's a frozen frame. We don't want it as a frozen frame. We want to show something else, which means that we're going to need to come back to our calling application. And the reason that's happened is that the stream is still available. The stream has ceased being available, but we haven't actually let the application know of that. I wonder. Let's come into sources. Let's get rid of that breakpoint because now it's decided that it does want to have my breakpoint set. I think we want the active call context. Now I remember that there is a event video streams updated. Yes, that's it. Here we go. We've got 2 removed streams. So let's see, on Proto, is there anything I can ID? ID 3. So when it was initially added, so ID 2, ID 3, and then what's in added? ID 80. There's a screen sharing happening? How is screen sharing happening? Oh no. It's just saying that someone has... I don't understand why that would happen. Like, it's... Maybe it's just because the remote connection could be capable of screen sharing, so it's come through on that. Because on the active call context, so we do need to handle. So what is it? On the remote participants updated, which is this one here. On the video streams updated, that's when we're logging out. And I reckon that if you were to set, like if we had screen sharing enabled and they said sent screen sharing through, we might like disable and re-enable something like that. But let's just have a quick look. So in the added and removed one, we'll hide out this second one because that's screen sharing. It's never actually being used. So we have a no longer available video. Yeah. ID 80 is coming through as false. And so what we need to do is we need to remove ID 2 from the video list maybe. Oops. So we're going to need to do something to trigger off an event that we can subscribe to with inside of our application, because when their streams updated, like we need to know what are the active streams for the participant. But the question is going to be, how do we do that effectively? What could be on that? Like, what could we do state-wise? Unless we remove and re-add the participant to the remote participants list that we're tracking. I mean, that could be a way. So the thought here would be that your remote participants list that we're tracking already, that's got everyone that's in it, and like as they join, more and more people are added to that. But when we are changing something about one of those participants, it should result in a new object. Yeah. Yeah, so what we might do, I'm going to leave that console.log statement in there instead. In addition to, though, we'll do set remote participants, and then we'll say remote participants. Now we will find const index equals remote participants dot index find index index of p dot participant dot identifier. Maybe actually I'm going to need to pull out the stuff that I put into call to detect to get the identifier. So I might actually just pull this out to a new file. No, I don't have a refactoring that will do that. That's disappointing. And we are going to... I'm going to regret doing this, but it's utils.ts. Oh, I have a utils. Wait, what? I'm going to regret doing this, but yes, we're going to do export const that. Import all missing. Ta-da. Save. And then we will come up here and we will do remove all of the things that I didn't actually need. And we need to do get ID, which will come from utils. The reason that I want to do that is so that we can do get ID of the participant. So that if that equals the get ID of the participant, didn't actually know where to, of course I didn't know where to pull get ID from. Okay, so we are going to find index, which will be that dot identifier. Yes, so if the current participant and so as we go through it, we'll find the index. If the index is greater than or equal to 0, we will do remote participants dot slice 0, index concat remote participants slice index plus 1 through to the end of that. Remote participants equals so we'll update the remote participants, and then finally return remote participants. Do that and the participant, I think, because X is just the video streams that were added and removed. So basically we're just taking it out and putting it back in, and expecting that doing that will result in a re-render. Because, yeah, theoretically that will work. Okay, so let's just reconnect it on, because this is all happening client side of this call, so I don't actually need to reload the other window because we encountered two children with the same key. Call TSX87. Is everyone called the same thing? Let's desktop. Hang on. Let's turn the camera back on the Surface Book 2. Whoa, no. That didn't work the way that I wanted it to work. Okay. I always forget how array.slice works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Dot slice. Start at 0 and we'll slice at 2. Concat. Dot slice at 2 plus 1. So that does return me the new one. Let's do some debugging then. That doesn't make sense. And of course the debugger is not going to attach the breakpoint. Join the call. I find that very frustrating. Okay, well, we'll do it this way. Debugger. There we go. Okay, so we currently don't have any remote participants, which makes sense. It's because I'm doing that down at line 83. I reckon. Okay, so we add the remote participant. Now we have that remote participant. So now we've added them. Hey, Wonder Rabbit, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. We're still trying to work out why it doesn't make sense why we've ended up with 2. So display name of book, display name. Okay, no, sorry, that does make sense why we've ended up with 2 because we're adding it on the participant state change. Yeah, no, we can't do the participant addition here because the current participant that we're iterating through, participant ID is, that's not right. So we have to do something else that just says, hey, here are some added and removed videos. And what else do we have that is like relevant information that is going to be on the call? Like for the call, what's some other relevant information we can add? Like right at the moment, it just uses the local video streams, the remote participants, and the current call. But what is the sort of thing that this is representing? The active call context. This is representing like you kind of just want to like put what's essentially some like a bit of dud, or we put it back in. And we don't add the participant here. Or we just, yeah. So when the participant is connected, actually, no, if we do that logic, so if we just reuse the same logic to swap out, oops, too many indents, oh sorry, too many function calls. So if instead we'll just attempt to replace an existing remote participant in the participants list. Did I get rid of the breakpoint? I did. So the thought there of why we would do that is that when you are adding yourself, like when you're joining a, well, the thought is that I wouldn't actually kill, no, I think I've killed that tab. Yep, let's new tab. And back onto the right side. Yeah, my thought here is that there we go. Okay, cool. We get those two remote participants. We get their camera feeds. Excellent, as we were expecting to do. We are essentially calling set state a few more times than we probably need to, and we may run into a condition where we are adding someone. No, I don't think we'll be adding someone too many times anymore. Okay, so we've stopped the video. But it hasn't even done what I was hoping it would do. Because it's obviously just mutating a property of that object, and the dirty state checking that's happening when a participant, so when we do a set state, is not deep enough to detect that property change. So that is annoying. We'll bring that camera video feed back in. Okay, so let's just undo all that change because it didn't actually achieve what I was wanting it to do. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what happens with this one here. I think that they're actually subscribing to so add participant, remove participant, subscribe to participant. So when the video is updated, okay, if this they've added a new video stream. We'll return. They're not, so they don't seemingly do anything with the removed either. Interesting. What they are doing is, so if it's an added video stream, then they just bail out. If its availability changes, then they'll toggle something there. If they added the screen share, yeah. Interesting how that doesn't actually seem to make any impact. So we're going to need to do something like a little bit, I guess, more fragile, that just sort of forces a re-render. We just have it like as a random number. Let's have another look at the media gallery. Remote stream. If the stream is available. Yeah. It's kind of nothing that would really change here. And then set available is only a really, like, there's no control over that. Yeah. I haven't run that sample for a while, so I can't remember exactly what happens, like, if you toggle the video feed on and off. But we'll find a way to do it. The simplest way to do it is that we do const, like, streams to remove, and set streams to remove. I'm going to use state remote video stream array, and it'll be an empty array to start with. So we can do that, and then streams to remove. No, set streams to remove. Just to x.remove. And we're needing that to event, just because event works fine as a description. Yeah. And then we'll expose streams to remove. Streams to remove as a remote video. Remote video stream array. Streams to remove is an empty array. And streams to remove. Back up in the call, we will get the streams to remove, and let's just console.log those out for the moment. Console log streams to remove. Reconnect our call. Join console. Clear out. Clear out all of the messages. And interesting. It didn't actually detect that there was a stream to remove. Active call context. In fact, it didn't even get the video streams updated event come in, I don't think. Where's my mouse? Down here. Yeah, I'm toggling it, but it's not being aware that I've toggled it. That was working. That was definitely working before. I don't know why that has just ceased. All we did was change the name of the variable and set streams to remove. Yeah. Let's get back into the call. Well, hang on a sec. I've just noticed we added 2 streams, ID 11, and it's an available stream. And then that is the 17, which is our unavailable screen share. So that was added, but there was also 2 removed. Okay. Let's just go to here. Okay. So the participant was connected. Let's just toggle on there. Enable camera. This is weird because they're like, oh, one of my colleagues is calling me. Whoops. Let's quit. There we go. Let's quit some of that stuff that's running in the background. Really need to get better of disconnecting or like remember to turning off things when when I'm streaming. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know how to subscribe to these changes then, because the video stream update is not like it's not detecting that update, like it's not pushing through that updated stream to me. Unless let's have a look here. Components, where is our active call context? Then we have our remote participants. Come on, expand out. Why won't you expand? Close DevTools, reload the DevTools. Okay, active call context. Okay. Oh, display the less nested details there, would you? I'm trying to work out like this user, like from the remote participants we can get the call list. So from a remote participant, sorry, the video streams, and I wanted to have a look at those, but if I can't click on that to get it. Like I want to get to it, but it won't let me get to it. Here we go. Active call context. No. Yes, the call has the remote participants. There we go. So I can dig into them that way. Let's see. Mapped streams 80 and 86. Let's come back to the console and have a look at the video stream updated. So it is ID 11 and the removed one was ID 2. This one here, they had an ID of 2 and 3 and removed. Nope, there was nothing removed there. Okay. Now there's book 2. Has an ID of 80. 86. That was an available stream and a disabled screen share. The disabled stream is ID of 2 and 3. But I don't think there's a way that I can get back to determine the owner of that stream. Is there? Media session. Nope. Render status. No. So 80 and 86 are the video streams available according to the current React state for the book 2. I can't dig in deep enough to that stream. Let's try again. Context, remote participants. Map streams 80. No. Oh, wait, no. Map streamed 80. This is getting frustrating to try and navigate around. So let's come back into call and have a look at our remote participants when we land in here. Okay, we don't have any remote participants yet. We still don't. I should just set a conditional breakpoint when remote participants has a value. Okay, now we have received a remote participant. Okay, and we'll use the console. Remote participants 0 is going to be the book 2. And from here, I can get the video streams. which is ID 80 and ID 86, both of which are available. There's nothing else I could really like attach to on there. What was the event name again? Video streams updated. We're just going to console.log. Oh, whoops, forgot the comma there. Okay. And we'll just run our debugger through. Okay. So now we're explicitly just subscribed to the updates to the videos again. Well, at least, I mean, we're subscribed again. No, it's just not passing through that video change. Like, now it's fantastically broken. I hate when things were working and then they stop randomly working. Okay. The camera is turned on. We have our remote participants. We have received for... Okay, both participants... received that stream with the ID 2 needed to be removed. Like, that's... Both participants received an event with that. I wonder what that means then. So maybe this event isn't really relevant if we're just looking at the video camera. Like that's my guess here now, is that it doesn't seem to make sense to do anything with that event. We'll pass an array of added and remove elements for video streams changed. Okay, so let's have a look at the documentation. The calling libraries, JavaScript, type aliases. We are looking at remote participant. That's what we want. Remote participant on video streams updated. Oh, well, that's the off, not the on, but subscribe function for participant state change event. No, that didn't help. So, subscription for the function of video stream changed event. When the collection changes, it will pass through. Yeah. That isn't really helpful. Okay, let's go back to the video and calling. Add calling to your application. Web. Render remote video streams. Availability change. Is there another event that I'm... Right, participant. Oh, I should be subscribing to the availability changed event. Ooh. Let me have a look. Like, are they subscribing to this event? They are in... And that is the thing that I was missing. If the stream is available, we need to be subscribing to, or we need to subscribe to that event. And we can do that, yes, just directly with inside of the component, of course. Reading the docs. Turns out that reading the docs is actually valuable in this case. Fantastic. We're getting there. Okay, where is it in? This is video display. Now, local video stream. Does that have an event that we need to subscribe to? No. Okay, so I don't think we're going to use that as an effect. Oh, this is where something something is not ideal. Wait. So this component the generic component, well, the component that they've built for like the sample application only deals with the remote video streams. It doesn't deal with the local video stream, whereas I'm doing one that deals with both. So what we're going to need to do in here is if the props.stream is an instance of local video stream, I'm going to create a we will do this. We will just immediately render it out. Else, so it's if it's a remote video stream, we'll do props.stream.on availability change, and then that is we're going to need to provide const is as available, set available, use state, true. So initially it's available, or is it initially unavailable? No, initially it's unavailable. And this will then do set available to true. If the stream is of the props stream if props.stream dot no, we're going to capture this const stream equal wait, no, hang on a sec. Yes, const vs equals props dot stream. Okay, and that will be the RVS, so it's a remote video stream is available. So if it is available, we will render it out and we will maybe the renderer needs to go into state so that I can dispose of it when it's not needed. Possibly. we'll do some testing and we'll see what happens. And then we'll do set available rvs.is available. Maybe I've shot myself in the foot by trying to make this component support both stream formats, remote and local video streams. Interesting. I got a double stack stream there. Did this component render multiple times? I mean, it must have. Yeah. I'll have to come back and have a look at this. Okay. But we will turn off that video. Yay! It didn't. Well, I mean, it might have done it. Yes, we are going to need... Ooh, yeah, there we go. We are going to need to put the renderer in const renderer set renderer use state renderer and then create view, set available, and then we will set render, and then do we dispose? Yeah, I think we're going to go else renderer dot dispose. Oops. Renderer there. And we will need to pass that in as a reference renderer so that it is available, and then that can be R, whoa, R, and then we will do that. Else, and then if there is a renderer, we will dispose of the renderer. So that should get rid of it. Won't fix the double stack that we're seeing of the local video stream, but it should get rid of it for the remote video stream. Maybe I will make a remote video and a local video component, or try and do something that doesn't. Oh, look at that. That's getting even worse. It's rendering it out like a load of times. Oh, there is a bug somewhere in there. Yep, that was not good. Because if there is a renderer return, oh, that would be why I was ending up with double. Because I was literally creating double. Oh dear, oh me. So maybe I don't need to actually track that instead. No, because I think I'm needing to dispose of it. Well, it's like a lot of the same video of me, and I think I probably killed that tab. Yeah. It's still attempting to render out videos. Fun. There we okay. We've only got one of me and two of our remote. Oh. Okay, so we should be getting the camera feed for the book too. We'll see if we received any errors. No, we didn't receive any errors. Okay, we'll give it a moment. Whole bunches of arrays. I don't think I need those arrays anymore. Yeah, let's delete some of that excess stuff inside of call. Call does not need that. That does not need to exist even. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we get rid of that. Done. Remove all unused declarations. A little bit of cleanup. And we'll reload. Just keep breaking all of the things. Okay, so we connect. For some reason we're still... Oh, wait, no, there we go. Oh, it might have been an old version of myself that was still connected. So, It's not actually rendering out the video initially for the user, for our remote connected user. Disable their camera. Enable their camera. Ooh, there we go. And then disable the camera. Enable the camera. Now we got two of them. Disable the camera. Enable the camera. And we might get three. No, we get four. Okay, I know why. Oh wait, no. No, it is. Is it? No, it's not multiple. It's not multiple video displays. It's multiple divs with this height and width. But where's that? Hang on, where's that div coming from? That one is... Yeah. No, it's in... That's inline styling it, isn't it? A sec. Which is the one with the ref? Because one of these components has a ref. I have to remove the filter. Okay, so the video display has the div. This div, children, class name. That's the div. Does refs not appear in props? Children with a div and a span. Class 41. It's a div and then a div video display, div class 41, and then hang on, where's 41 gone? I'm looking at the wrong one. That's the one I want. So class 40. Yeah. So I reckon if we come into sources and into video display, let's just toggle off and on. Okay, so div 40. Let's have a look at div 40's children. Child nodes. Okay, the view target is a div with a video element in it. Wait. Div class 40. Vid ref.current.parent element. Which one are you? Which one are you? It's book 2, yeah. Okay. Hang on a sec. No, this. It's the remote video stream, which that is the ID of 80. F8. Oops, F8. Remote video stream ID of 80. So it's just attempting to. Oh. Because we're adding every time it changes, we're adding this event handler back in. So if we would have a look at stream, event emitter. Yeah, well, now we're going to end up with 16. This is going to end badly. 1, 2, 3, yeah. All right, yeah, we've because we add this this event handling like every single time, which is not ideal. We'll just put it that way. It's really not ideal. Yeah, I think I might have shot myself in the foot by trying to make this generic component now. I think we'll end up with this is actually just a wrapper for 2 internal components. Yeah, do const remote video display, which will be this. Where it is that, and then we're going to do a const local video display, which will be the same thing pretty much, but it's going to use that. Yeah, we'll do. Like, there's going to be so much like code overlap between the two of them. We return that, and then instead we will do local video container styles and media video container styles, which is the remote one. Have a look. What was video display initially? Because that was kind of where we sort of want it. So we just want this use effect. So this is what we need for local video display. Is that as an effect? Yep. And we'll get rid of some of this stuff. We'll pull this one out to the remote video display, and we will grab the renderer and set available. They both need to come up to this one here. props.stream is available. Return stream, props.stream instance of local video display. Do a local stream. There'll be a local video display with stream equals props. Oh no, just do dot props remote video remote not remove remote video display props as well. Yeah, okay. Basically, it's not detecting the pass through of that in props that was getting remapped to this instance of in TypeScript basically says that when you use props.stream inside of the truth condition of that instance of, you're always going to end up with it being a local video stream. But when I was doing the spread operator, it didn't respect the instance of test beforehand, which is a little annoying. But it's survivable because we just do this. Oh no! Copy the right things across. Props name, there we go. And then we are actually going to be setting up, we're going to be doing this as a const toggle availability. There was that. And then inside of here, that will be toggle availability, and then no, I only want that to run once. Gonna ignore that for the moment. If props stream what is available, we will toggle availability. There. Now we're ignoring. Well, we've got a violation with our hook from ESLint, but we'll see if that's actually going to be impactful for us. Okay, let's just first off check. Whoa, we got an error. Boom. React ended up in an infinite loop. Oh. Okay. Well, a lovely bit of red errors is probably a good time to call it a day on the stream. I'm not quite sure what happened there. there's going to be something with the way that I'm setting up that callback. Look, I probably should be respecting the warnings that ESLint is giving me. Because it's, yeah, it doesn't like that I'm doing that. And then that should be use callback. Use callback from React. Now props.stream and render. I think that's, let's just do one last there. Oh, hi Richard. Thanks for joining. And did you join literally with like 2 minutes to go? Well, that's disappointing. You'll just have to go back and watch the rest of the first hour and 55 minutes. No, I am going to need to work out what is resulting in too many renders. I obviously am executing some hooks out of order here, like this. So we're setting up this availability, but then if it's available, then we're going up here, which is going to be changing some stuff, which will cause it to re-render, which will then cause this condition to... that should be done inside of there. That should be done inside of my effect hook. It's getting late in the stream, and that's when the best of the bugs come out. There we go. I mean, kind of. Whoa. It's still adding way too many callbacks there. That's just added a lot of callbacks, which has basically got to the point where React is just like, no, I'm just gonna stop rendering things out. So yeah, we kind of only want this effect to run once. So it's sort of like, let's violate what the hook is saying where it wants the dependencies provided, because we don't actually care about them. Oh no, that tab's dead. Start a new tab. Oh, not VS Code. Yeah, I think I managed to successfully kill that tab by rendering too many times. There is my... yeah, there's the previous connection hanging around. Okay. That might have actually worked that time. Disable the camera. Book 2's camera should vanish any minute now. No. Now the event's not wired up. And then the camera comes back. We get 2 cameras. Now we freeze both of them. And now we're going to end up with 4 cameras. Okay. I'm going to have a look at what's... like, this order of execution is... it's not going well for me. So before next week, I'm going to have a play around with order of execution and see if I can work out precisely what's happened there and why it has fallen over. But until next time, have a good week, good weekend. If you're hanging out at .NET Conf, I'm going to be presenting tomorrow 10:30 a.m. my time, I think it is, about Blazor. So feel free to drop by that if you want some .NET content instead of some JavaScript content, which I tend to be doing here. But otherwise, I'll be back same time next week, 2 p.m. Sydney time, hopefully rendering out slightly fewer versions of myself in the videos that come through. But until then, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.